Say what is going on, guys? I'm Spawntrap back with another awesome gameplay by the boy Phaeshot. This is going to be a 38-1. I will have his Twitch down in the description. Anyways, what we are talking about today is something that I actually found and posted on Reddit myself. So basically what's happened in the last 24 hours is something has changed in the Xbox One backwards compatibility system. So what actually happened was when the Xbox One backwards compatibility was announced where you could play the 360 games on the Xbox One, Microsoft actually created a voting system where you could post what games you wanted to play that were going to be backwards compatible, and the most popular ones they would try to hurry up and convert as fast as possible and have them ready when the update comes out this fall. So obviously the big name games immediately went up to be voted on, and even the smaller games eventually made it up there. Well, the game that is now the #1 most voted on to be on the Xbox One is this game right here, Black Ops 2. In fact, 6 Call of Duty games are in the top 12. In fact, all 3 Modern Warfare games even are. Obviously, games like Call of Duty Ghosts or Advanced Warfare that were actually released on the Xbox One are not on the list. Even if Ghosts was on there, you know, as even a possible backwards compatible title, I highly doubt it would even make the list because obviously Ghosts just lacked the popularity that Black Ops 2 had. They're even saying that all the DLC for these backwards compatible games will be available, but obviously the whole backwards compatible thing where you can play your 360 games on the Xbox One sounds really cool, and it would sound really cool to play Black Ops 2 on it. But a lot of people are skeptical as if it will ever happen, this being that because the publisher, that being Activision, has to allow the company, that being Microsoft, to make the game be backwards compatible. And obviously, Activision isn't going to be too happy to try and jump on that opportunity. They've thrown around the idea in the past of doing an HD collection, basically where they compile the older Call of Duty games, put them in one, and if they could do it in the same way they did the Master Chief Collection for Halo, obviously without the same, you know, problems that the Master Chief Collection had at launch, if we could have a massive game like that where the maps overlap, I think that would be awesome. And I think that just because Activision, a lot of people think, is really greedy and they're not going to, you know, give out something like this for free, is that's what we're going to end up seeing in the future. But even that seems like a long shot thing. So let me tell you why Black Ops 2 will probably not be coming to backwards compatibility on Xbox One, to my ginormous disappointment. So here it is, Black Ops 3 is coming out this fall. If you release Black Ops 2 on backwards compatibility for the Xbox One, people on the Xbox One are going to be playing their old copies of Black Ops 2. Now, if people are playing 2, how are they going to be playing 3? You know, they're going to be losing out on time to play 3. They might not even play 3. Think back to when Ghosts came out, even when Advanced Warfare came out. There are people in the community who are going to say, you know, this is a bad game. They like Black Ops 2 better. And if they have that feeling and they have that easy availability to go play Black Ops 2, they're going to go play that instead because that's what they're comfortable with. I actually saw someone comment on my article saying that, you know, they're just going to keep playing Black Ops 2 regardless because after 3 years, that's what they're the most comfortable with. And I totally understand what they're saying. At the same time, you know, I want to check out the new games, and if it's a good game, I'm going to play it. But the problem is, there will be people regardless, just because, you know, it's more futuristic, that are going to hate on Black Ops 3. And because they're going to hate on it, they're going to go want to play Black Ops 2. And if you make that be super easy to do, you're going to end up damaging the community as a whole. Heck, you could end up with a game like Hardline on PC where, like, nobody's playing it. But I highly doubt that would happen on any console first-person shooter that's as big as Call of Duty. But the fact, you know, that it could happen is definitely there. So obviously, there's no real profit motive if you're Activision to release Black Ops 2 on backwards compatibility. It'd be one thing if Microsoft came out and said, you know, only the digital copies of the game would work. Because if the digital copies worked, it would force, you know, someone like me who owns a disc copy of Black Ops 2 to go buy it again in a way, you know, digitally, where Activision would actually get a cut of that money. But if people just walk into GameStop and they buy the game, obviously Activision's not getting a cut of the money, and obviously it's cheaper to walk into GameStop and buy the disc copy. So there really is absolutely no profit motive at all to make any of the Call of Duty games be backwards compatible for the Xbox One, and with Black Ops 3 coming out this fall, I just simply cannot see it happening, to my huge disappointment. And I think that the only thing realistic to even see happen is a Master Chief style collection with multiple games thrown into one, which would be awesome. It would be literally the most amazing thing to even see all the Modern Warfare games tangled into one. I want to hear you guys' opinions on that because I think that would be just crazy cool. One more thing I want to talk about here is on Black Ops, they're actually going to have a pistol similar to the B23R. The B23R was by far my favorite pistol in the game. I believe it's called the RK5. Someone spotted it in a T Martin video. it's going to be super cool, I think, because that's my favorite kind of gun. It's that little, 3-shot burst kind of thing, like the B23R was. So that's super awesome to me. I can't wait to see that. Another big thing, in my opinion, for me personally, is that the Tensor documentary is all but complete. I basically need to render it out and put in, the background music and stuff like that. The really simple stuff is left to do. It is 29 minutes and 45 seconds without my little outro clip, where I say, various things about how I made it or whatever, like I did in the last one, throw some annotations on the screen. That is not quite done yet, but the thing is, we have to have Tensor get to 100,000 subscribers in order to release it. It's going to be his 100,000 subscriber special. It'll also be going up on this channel regardless, but we have to have him get to 100,000. At 94,000 right now, so keep paying attention to Tensor's channel. When he gets to 100,000, we're going to get that thing up. It's going to be crazy awesome, and I cannot wait. Thank you guys again for 6,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. I'm Spawntrap, and I will see you in the next video.